first glance, this appears to be a standard road bike, but take another look. No chain and no sprockets. Less drag, less maintenance. Longer pedal cranks, more leverage, more torque. Vertical motion, more gravity, more speed. Cycling is a sport where the leg is attached directly to a machine, the bike. With linear motion, there's less stress to the body, so less blood oxygen requirements to the legs, less strain on the heart, and less flexing of the hips, knees, and ankles. 15 years ago, this was just an idea to go faster. But with the help of competitive riders, engineers, medical professionals, production machinists, bike retailers, and experience in designing and building experimental aircraft, what it became is faster, simpler, and safer riding. Pedal cranks over 2 times longer deliver twice the power to the rear wheel, and vertical pedaling takes advantage of gravity throughout the entire stroke. The prototype frame weighs under 3 pounds. A new computer design weighs even less, improves its strength, and simplifies production. The gearbox that converts linear pedaling to rotational motion weighs less than the chain and sprockets of a 10-speed, and a built-in mechanism prevents horizontally opposed lockup of the drive levers by advancing one pedal at the top of the stroke and retarding the opposite pedal at the bottom. It also provides for a smooth, natural transition from one stroke to the next. Removing the rear wheel is quick and simple. Open 2 quick-release levers and disconnect the shifter cable. That's it. And for transporting, it all fits easily and securely in the back of a car. So here it is. New bike, more benefits. Hi, my name is Roger Parker. I'm the inventor of New Bike. I received a patent in 2016 for finding a way to make all bikes go faster with less effort. It took years and more than $250,000, but most of the work is done. I just need your support to cross the finish line. Thanks for watching.
Imagine if vertical bike parking would suddenly become simple. A bike parking solution that would lift your bike for you, wouldn't require physical strength, and would save floor space. It's all possible, and it is here. It's Parkus. How it works. Drive in the front wheel. When the wheel is fixed, hold the saddle to lead the way and let Parkus do its job. To remove the bike, just grab the saddle and pull firmly towards yourself. Many bike enthusiasts face a problem, a lack of storage space. All the available bike parking devices that solve this issue require great physical effort. So Parkus was invented as a solution. The idea was born in 2014 and developed for over a year. By the end of 2016, a fully functional product was created. Parkus is a solution that can be used by everyone, from teenagers to the elderly. It also saves at least 40% floor space, and it looks stylish. Parkus. It's easy, fun, and simple.
Asked me to give her my bike so she could ride it to work, which I did, and then I got scared.
Scared because large cities are not always a safe place to ride a bike.
You have to slalom your way between potholes the size of a truck.
And urban drivers are not always the most patient or diplomat citizens.
So I started asking myself, how could I make this better for her? And I made a list of all the basic specifications that a perfect urban mobility system would need to meet.
You need maneuverability, which means a short wheelbase and a steep head tube to reduce your turning radius so you can manage extremely tight corners. A large front wheel to overcome any obstacle the city puts in your way. A small motorized rear wheel to increase acceleration and climb steeper roads. You should be standing in an upright position. Because there is a lot going on in the city, you need to keep an eye on your surroundings and be able to get on and off very easily. It needs to be simple, easy to use, intuitive, and almost maintenance-free. After months of brainstorming, the basic idea of the Sneaky Bike was born. A vintage concept with a modern twist. A lot of sweat and tears later, with many talented people who joined the project.
We ended up with an amazing product.
And now with your help, the Sneaky Bike could be a game changer.
I remember we set ourselves up with a challenge. I think we called it Pursuit of the 1% Drivetrain, and this was about 2 years ago. What that means is we wanted to eventually create a 99% efficient drivetrain, but we didn't know what the next step was or really what the future held for us. In hindsight, it's beautiful what happened to get to that goal, but back 2 years ago, we really didn't know what we were getting into. We always figured that the driven drivetrain would be very aero. Heck, we're removing the rear derailleur, removing the chain, and if it's compared to a 2x, we're removing the front derailleur and an extra ring. But this was only speculation, and we didn't have a way to prove that theory until we took it to the wind tunnel. You know, there was a small doubt in my mind, only because we didn't know how dirty that air was by the time it got back to the rear hub and the rear axle assembly. But what we found out in the wind tunnel testing is that area where the rear derailleur resides does make a big difference. And removal of the rear derailleur and the chain itself, and the wide cassette definitely increased the aero efficiency. When you look at driven essentially contains a flat rear cog and a shaft that runs along the axis of the bike, so its frontal area is very minimal. After wind tunnel testing, we found that we had created the world's most aerodynamically efficient road bike.
How did that feel?
It felt amazing. It felt like we scored a touchdown. It felt like we won the Super Bowl. I'm trying to watch the F-bombs, man. Yeah, I'm trying to be a little professional here. Yeah. Here we go. In case you need one. It was fucking awesome.